I'm Grant.
Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where this is probably the last night I live because I'm pulling one of these in my house and my wife doesn't know. This is my, I forget what pipe this is, but it's the old Frenchman style pipes. And I'm gonna die. She's gonna smell this and she's gonna lose it. But hey, life is for living. You live once and make the best of it, eh? This week we got a lot of guys, a lot of reviewers with a lot of videos. Mostly the reviewers who don't do a lot of videos are doing a lot of videos, and the reviewers who are doing a lot of videos usually are slacking off. What can I tell you? Oh man, I'm smoking some Acadian Fleck from, I'm forgetting everything. I forget everything. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, the news is that Point Blank is out. I got my copy. There's like 200 copies left. It's gonna sell out. And it's over after that. You can get it at Noble Knight for like $1 million. But I got my copy because I wanted that. This is like it's not an upfront killer. It's like upfront. That's all. I keep forgetting who this pipe. This is the, not Louis de Gonzague, but I forget. Anyways, it's a church warden. It's a small one. Small bowl, beautiful Acadian Fleck tobacco. I just love it. So, I mean, if you can get a copy, I think there's 200 left of the Point Blank. Do it now. The Noble Knight sale, I think was 25% off, man. I think it's over, but still something's happening at Noble Knight. And the reason why you see me like this is because my neighbor is redoing my deck, right? Not that I'm helping, but I'm a bit scummy because I pretended to help him. So I got a new deck. Haha, I gotcha. Anyways, I was on Everything You Wanted to Know About War Games But Were Afraid to Ask without Artie. And you know what? It ain't the same. It ain't the same. It's like Abbott and Costello, Frankenstein and Frankenstein her. You know what I mean? It's, you need you need that chemistry. If you don't have that chemistry, it's just not the same. It's like Martin and Lewis, or Leone and Morricone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now it's whistling. Now I gotta fix it. Hey, this is a good show. Check it out. Obviously, you're watching this. And be nice to people. Honoré de Balzac. That's what this is. Honoré de Balzac. A prominent French writer, philosopher in the late 1700s in France. I'm telling you, have a good show. And here we go with the reviews and the news. Legendary Tactics has 3 videos out this week. The first one being an upcoming release of Avalon Hill's War and Peace and a history of board games in under a minute, plus a 44-minute history of Avalon Hill 1971 to 1977, part 3. These guys are amazing. I'm going to see if I could solicit this video for my channel in the future. World War II, Indy Nidell's fantastic channel. 3 videos out this week. Red Army reaches the Dnieper in World War II. Also, did D-Day win World War II? A World War II epic, I should say expert discussion. And End of D-Day on the Road vlog, part 3. I think they're in France, in Normandy, checking stuff out. And the Coffee Man, KilRoyWasHere. 5 videos, I should say 6 videos. Extra packing, Napoleon 1815 by Shackles, an after action report, and brief discussion. Also, Salerno 43 mounted map, a GMT unbagging. This is a game by Mark Simonich. Also, Verdun 1916, Steel Inferno, Fellowship of Simulations, and Panzerschreck, a Minden magazine number 19, a component set. Also, Harold Buchanan's Flashpoint South China Seas, published by GMT. And the man who looks like a vampire, Mark Felton of Mark Felton Productions. 3 videos this week. The Hunt for Martin Bormann, Episode 3. The Paraguay ... and Where Eagles Dare, the Castle Today. I checked it out. I love that movie. Clint Eastwood and the guy who married Elizabeth Taylor. What's his name? Richard Burton. Also, Germany Army Further East. German Army Further East, 1942. How far did they go? And the man, the legend, who is STUKAJOE. 2 videos out this week. A live unboxing of Von Manstein Triumph. This is a game published in Spain by a Spanish designer. Also, live Sunday night bombing run with STUKAJOE. And the gentlemen of the Player's Aid. How gentlemen can they be? Smoking some Acadian Fleck here. 4 videos this week. WBC 2202. Ryan Heilman and Dave Shaw, designers of everything you can get in HOLLANDSPIELE. And a review of Battalion Combat series from ARDWULF'S from MMP, and WBC 2022 Top 5 Experiences, and a review Barbarians at the Gate from Compass Games. Tony of Tony's Board Life is picking it up, man. He's got 6 videos this week. Fields of Fire, Korea Nakdong, mission number 1, attempt 2, turn 2. Also, The War Room. How many games do you own, I'm sure? Also, they talk about, look at that, the OG is on it, Heroes of the Bitter Harvest, a lock and load publishing soon to be released game. Also, Fields of Fire, Korea mission number 1, attempt 2, turn 3, and Panzer Grenadier, Slovakia's War, First Battle, turn 6, and American Tank Ace, I gotta get me that game, by Gregory M. Smith, American Tank Ace, 1944, an unboxing. This is a Compass Games game. On the Discriminating Gamer, the most handsome war game designer, David Thompson, a conversation with designer David Thompson, and Harold Buchanan's game, which is getting a lot of showcasing by a lot of reviewers, and it's Flashpoint, South China Seas. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer, 3 videos out, a most fearful sacrifice review through part 7. Also, Code Atlas, a global strategy game, and GIMPY's gal guesses Combat 2. Combat 2? Or is it Combat Volume 2? I gotta see, because I'm into those games. This was a game that was touted as something of a John Butterfield and Eric Lee Smith's Ambush, though they don't have that sleeve and it looks like an old computer type thingy to figure out where you're going. Or what's happening. But I'm still yet to play that game, and I'm always looking forward to it. Mauro Faina, for our Italian listeners, has 6 videos at all on Il Giannizzero Nero, and he talks about Terza Parte, the 3rd part of looks like Churchill to me. And yeah, it looks like Churchill to me. All this on Mauro Faina's channel. Brent Campbell, my new supporter on Patreon of Combat Board Games, has 2 videos this week looking at solitaire 19th century war games by Minden Games, and unboxing Stealth and Sea by David Thompson and published by DVG. On Tank Zone, 2 videos, C-13 Tua versus Object 279 Armored Warfare, I hope I said that right, and Armored Warfare Crew Skill Guide on Tank Zone. And the man with the video on the lights looks at a combat example of GMT's game, and God, I forget his name, the designer of Sekigahara. I'm gonna be interviewing him soon. I forget his name. I can't help it. Once I forget, I'll figure it out at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And the Oaken Night, the PBS voice, Storm Above the Reich game overview. Storm Above the Reich. Do I have this one? I think this is the 2nd in the series. Well, we'll have to see. And the wonderful channel that is History Hustle checks out the Bulgarian occupation of Yugoslavia during World War II, that's 1941 to 1944. And Rough Swordsman Wargamer, that cuddly guy musician, looks at Zero Leader from DVG playthrough part number 4. on Gamer's Closet. It says here, every so often a game is released, but due to the timing or other factors, it gets banned. Here's a game that got banned due to the government of Brazil, and it's called Hart an der Grenze. Sounds German to me, but I don't know what Brazil has to do with it. And an old channel called Box of Delights. 3 videos. He plays Redwood, a solo gameplay demo. Also, John Company, 2nd edition, 1813 solo part 1, and John Company, 2nd edition, 1813 part 2. And we're gonna be right back. John Krantz of Compass Games is on the air with Compass Games Live, episode 81. Games from the Front. This is an old reviewer coming back. Old School Essentials, World Building Exercise, Part 1. And Jim of Castle Arch and why you should be using Gate fanzine. Why you should be using. I find that very forward. I don't know, is it me? Could be me. Probably is me. And Rolling Thunder, Air War over North Vietnam, 1965 to 1972. All this on 6 Actual and Unboxing, Group 3 games. Rolling Thunder. On My Own Worst Enemy, 2 videos out. Both of them on Gameplay Assault, Red Horizon 41, Turn 7, and A Conclusion. Lock and Load Publishing. How it feels when you play Point Blank V is for victory. So Point Blank is a tactical squad infantry card game set in World War II Europe and loosely based on the award-winning Lock and Load tactical game series. So if you guys know anything about Lock and Load tactical games, this is easy peasy lemon squeezy, eh? Players do not need to be familiar with any of the Lock and Load tactical rules to play. Point Blank is designed by Sean Drewlinger, which I interviewed at WBC 2019. I hope it's 19, I hope it's not 17. World War II Solitaire Board Game Channel. 6 videos. The Hunters, a C3I expansion, episode 3, a playthrough. Also, Heroes of Normandy, Big Red One edition. And Patton's Best, episode 7, a playthrough. A game I was really fond of when I was less than 20. So that is like 30 years ago. And The Hunter C3I expansion, episode 4, Heroes of Normandy Battleground storage box, and Patton's Best, episode number 8, a playthrough. My favorite Frenchman, Fred Serval. Yeah, with my Honoré de Balzac, church warden. The reason why it goes out a lot is because I'm yapping, right? He has 2 videos out this week. Homoludens, Men of Iron, Poiters. That's it. Poitiers, 1356 Teach and Play. And Zhang He interview with David Townsend, the handsomest war game designer on the planet. On Homoluden. The Tabletop's Edge has 2 videos out. One concerning World in Flames. It's a campaign playthrough and discovering the Second World War with TSWW games. I mean, those are expensive games, but the research that went into it is just incredible. Hex to Hex has 4 videos out. Cross Keys Part 2, 1300. Pegasus Bridge, Valor and Victory. Advanced Squad Leader, Scenario 6, the finale. And Death Valley Cross Keys Part 3. Castelli reviews An Old Guy, came back. Twilight Struggle, worst game, Song and Comedy. And Bomber Boy's solo World War II board game print and play review. I've heard about that game. I heard good things about that game. And a channel called Fenny Rob, 6 videos out. My Father's Work, also Traders of the Air board game, plus Kill Dr. Lucky board game, Disney The Haunted Mansion, Fleet the Dice game, and Artificium board game #1 and unboxing. And he says, no talking. Look at my friend, my paisan from the south, Christopher Prest. He has, that's 12, that's 18 videos, man. 18 videos. You're getting your money's worth with this guy. Most of the videos are of Der Weltkrieg. And I was gonna say, and I'm gonna say, 3 of them are on Gorliss Tarnow. GT3, 5, and 6. Well, someone please enlighten me. I don't know what GT is. I don't know. Hexed Encounters has 4 videos out. Pro Strategy Football 2023, a career play example, and Valor and Victory, Stalingrad, downloadable content, Pavlov's House, again, Valor and Victory, Shields of Sholm, downloadable content, Red Ruin, and American Tank Ace 1944 to 1945, What's in the Box. On Smart War Games, we have 12 videos. World War II Tank Commander, Mega Fortress, Age of Conquest 4 on Steam. Jan Heineman is happy with that on Let's Play History. War Thunder, Air, Land, Sea, Arcade Realistic Sim Mode, or I should say Sim Model. Art of the Kill, BFM Fundamental Fix Tutorial, BFM. The History Channel, Great Battles of Rome, also Minos Strategos on Steam, The Operational Art of War 2, Modern Battles, 1956 to 2000, also Stratego Single Player on Steam, and Armored Warfare content and gameplay, Panzer Command Operation Winter Storm, and Arma Reforger on Steam content and gameplay. And that's a huge amount of content. Storm of Steel Wargaming has 3 videos out. Bench Report Hobby State, also Geek Villain Fleece Battle Mat Review, and building and painting a 15mm 3D printed farm. Invicta channel has 2 videos. Do Indiana Jones style traps exist? This is a documentary. And what did it take to become a Roman cataphract? Well, a spear. Also, War Stories, 3 videos out. The Hunt for Hitler's Hidden Treasure, and Operation Barbarossa, the invasion that doomed Nazi Germany, and Okinawa, the bloodiest battle of the Pacific War. The Dusted Game Shelf has 4 videos out. RPG Waffle, an electric rank. Also board games Rare Roses, board games Barony, and RPG Waffle Metamorphosis Alpha Buried in the Dirt. U-Boater 658 has 4 videos of the same content. Market Garden day number 7, 8, 9, and 10, and it's basically Redford Strikes Again, Seesaw Battle for Nijmegen, and Cards on the Table, and The End on U-Boater 653. Zilla Blitz is slacking off with 2 videos. An ATS triple trailer delivery cruising Montana, and Iron Thunder overview and gameplay. World War II, and there's a Tiger tank happening in the thumbnail. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cape has 4 videos. 3 of them are on V is for Victory. This is a game by Sean Drulinger, published by Lock and Load Publishing. Also, he's opening the box of Advanced Squad Leader Solitaire. The Board Games Chronicle has 2 videos of Pacific War Battles number 4 Eastern Solomons, and Storage Solution 4 Fields of Fire 1 and 2. And the great channel that is Kings and Generals, 4 videos out. And here I go massacring this name. Parisianization of Alexander the Great. I think I actually made through that one. And Perusine War. I think I ruined that one. Octavian in Crisis, and how the world betrayed Ethiopia in World War II. Mussolini's fat face is on there. And Ukrainian Kharkiv counter-offensive, Russian invasion. On Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, he looks at Command & Colors Ancients 604 Thermopylae Middlegate. This is a game designed by Richard Borg, published by GMT. On Wars of the World, the Princess in Uniform, Queen Elizabeth II in World War II. I saw her, man. She was a good guy. I liked the lady, you know. And on Harold Buchanan's channel, Uwe Eichert is interviewed, and they chat about Academy Games and his approach to publishing and game design. Uwe shares plans for the Birth of America series, including a modern title, an ancient title, and a something in between, and more on Harold Buchanan's channel. And we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, this is Michel Leviathan-Sorbet from the Polish YouTube channel Wojennik TV. My roundup for this week will be very short, because when looking at the 3 videos that I published on Wojennik TV during the last 7 days, only one is wargaming related. This was the unboxing of the demo version of the new edition of Chronopia. Chronopia is a wargaming system, a miniature system, released initially in 1997, and very recently in May 2022 there was a campaign on Kickstarter which was supposed to relaunch the game and publish a new version. It was successfully funded, and on October the 6th the pledge manager for this campaign will open. Chronopia is a fantasy skirmish game in which you can play both very small-scale battles or engagements, skirmishes, as well as large-scale battles involving a lot of miniatures. This is a fantasy system, which means that you will be not only using archers, swordmen or pikemen, but also you will be casting spells or using other mythical or imaginary creatures which will be taken under your control, or maybe which you will be facing on the battlefield. What's important, this is a game which also will have a solo mode at some point, which is quite unique when it comes to miniature games, because when you think of miniature games, at most times we think of battles which involve at least 2 players. Here you will have some scenarios in which you will be facing the environment, in which you will be trying to overcome some enemies, some common enemies, which will be trying to stop you from achieving your goals during a given scenario. So this is an interesting approach, although, as I believe, those additional scenarios, which will be solitaire scenarios, will be released only at some point. For now, we get 5 different factions from which we can choose. So if you're interested in taking a look how the new edition of Chronopia will look like, you can take a look at this video. And that's it from me. As always, I wish you an excellent weekend, have a great gaming, and see you next time.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed. You know why? Because I just recorded a whole segment and it didn't record. Well, I'm getting a new Mac, 2 monitors, and the thing that holds the monitors. And you know what? I have my supporters to thank for this. It's just unbelievable. What can I tell you? It's really frustrating, and this has been going on for a couple of months, and holy cow, you know, what can I tell you? Anyways, let's go on with the news, right? Respect, Jim Ozarski, 4 videos out. La Bataille of Quatre Bras for La Salle. Also La Bataille of, or the Battle of Borodino, Part 4 for Blücher. And Attack This for Spearhead. And an encounter at La Valtru for Chain of Command. On the big board gaming, 3 videos, giveaway draw and bonus second prize. The Long Road scenario number 5 and designer deep dive with Ralph Shelton. And the man who goes by the name of Jeff. 2 videos out. Descent, LOTD, Lord of the Dungeons, playthrough part 5. Also playthrough part 6 of the same game, Ignos. And second to only STUKAJOE Poindexter Games, America Bomber, Evil Queen of the Skies, mission number 1. Check out Poindexter. Love his videos, love his tone, love everything about him. Timmy of Harebrained Games, 3 videos out. Harebrained Games review Memoir 44. Also, reviews, I should say, he unboxes Twilight Inception. And Harebrained Games review Space Mountain. Timmy. Strange features found on tanks. All this on Simple History. Jan Heinemann, Let's Play History, has 3 videos out in German. Sieht für ein Duell and der Alder and der Das Duel. It's German. I'm doing my best. You know what I mean? German is like English. It's very difficult if you don't know. Well, Latin languages are easier because I'm Italian, so for me, Latin languages are easier. And English language, well, what can I tell you? Huh? What can I tell you? Wardy Role Plays World War II, 2 videos out. War F, The Ring setup. And PDF and card opening Battle Suit Alpha by Wiley ... And the Professor Riccardo Mazzini, 3 videos out. Gettysburg Waterloo Campaign 1815. I think this is the C3I magazine by Roger McGowan, but the game is by Mark Herman. And 2 Italian ones called Valore Educativo e Formativo of war games. So the formative and educative value of war games. 2 videos on that, on Riccardo Mazzini's War Log. Mo of Mo's Game Table, 2 videos of The War, a preview of Europe 1939 to 1945 from Compass Games, and Compass Games learns to play 16 American Tank Case. This is a game by Gregory M. Smith. A channel that hasn't been on for a couple of months. It's What's on the Table, excuse me, of September 2022, Napoleon's Triumph. It's the battle in Peloponnesus. That's right. Feature on the game table for September 2022. In Spanish, for Spanish viewers, Entre Belotas 2021, El Camino a la Desunión, 3rd part, Santiago's Antonanzas, Peña. It's got that sizzle there on top. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And the man famously known as Calandale has 4 videos out. Aspern Eastling 2, also Koningrat's playtest intro, and Scatterbrain Rant, and playtest number 1 of Konings, or Koningrats, not Koningsplatz. You know, what am I saying? And the chief of bonding with board games and RPGs has 3 videos out. 2 of them are parts 1 and part 2 of Wolfgang Klein's designer of Assault Red Horizon 41 and Evil Twilight 2000 Season 1 Episode 33 Krieg Crescendo. And Gigi of Geek Gamers 2 videos, Solo Roll and Write Adventure and The Dungeon Dozen. And with that said, let's cue the music and say another week, another show. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and support this channel. It goes to a good cause. Buy new computers or a new computer, and actually I'm building a room and it's happening right now. The guy came down today as I was taking care of my deck. My friend, my neighbor was taking care of my deck, building it, and his friend Matthew came over and he's going to be taking care of basically my garage, my room, my John Deere tractor, and electricity. Marry the guy. That's what I said. So, this was a little bit of a frustrating episode again by the loss of data. What can I say, man? I'm trying to hold it up, you know what I'm saying? You know, if I think of Kilroy and the computer, I'm gonna go crazy. Right. Anyways, look, life is beautiful. It really is. Your troubles, they'll go away. But you, what's the saying? Forget it. I don't even know what I'm saying. Have a good weekend. I work tomorrow. Palliative care. It's okay. I like people. Take care. Have a good weekend.